Namaste, Soul Family. Sky Goddess here. I just want to talk on the Genie Mai and the Freddie Ortiz saga, or the illusionary saga that the media is trying to uh, create. Okay. Um. So I spoke on a post that was made by Freddie Ortiz, that's Genie Mai's ex-husband, in regards to a video I was watching on Cynthia G's channel. Okay. um Cynthia G, she's a YouTuber. She talks about issues within the black community, and what she terms as the black male pathology. Go and give her your support. Listen to some of her videos. She's very profound and articulate. As I said, um she has a way of uh really putting forth um issues that were seemingly mind-boggling in a very clear and precise manner. Okay. But she did talk about the whole Freddie Hartis and Jeannie Mai situation in regards to Jeezy, the rapper, the Black American rapper who Jeannie Mai is now married to. Now, these bloggers, these bloggers are trying to, they sometimes they do understand what is really taking place, but you have to understand it's a profession for these people to spread propaganda, and that is like fake news. Okay. Now, someone, went on to Freddie's social media account, I'm not sure which one, and they made a statement in regards to Jeannie Mai's pregnancy announcement, that Freddie must be, biting bricks in light of this. And he responded with that to I just saw that. He responded to that indirectly, of course, that he upgraded from trash to treasure. Now, what people are not looking at, okay, is, let me just first say, like I said before, Jeannie Mai had her ex-husband Freddie Hartis sign a non-disclosure agreement. And you have to understand, they've been married for quite a while. And with that being said, we know that Freddie must know a lot about Jeannie Mai, her little, habits, and stuff that she doesn't want the public to know, because based on the analysis of her natal chart, she is very much concerned about how people see her, her her image, and all of that. Okay. And so you have to understand, when a lot of times these people who are in the public eye, they have their spouses sign non-disclosure agreements, is because they don't want their dirty laundry to be aired. She's not perfect and she's not innocent in all of this. And I don't know why people are trying to, victimize her. Well, she cast that illusion. I understand that. Making herself out to seem like a victim, and she's not. She's very manipulative. Okay? Now, you had your ex-husband sign a non-disclosure agreement, and every opportunity you get to disrespect him, tarnish his reputation, belittle him, you take that opportunity and make jabs at his reputation, his prestige, his family, his new family. I mean, like, and why? And people, and why is that she cast that illusion? Because people, they seem to be oblivious to this. Now, I don't watch the views. I don't follow her on social media. Like I said, I heard about the whole, fiasco from Cynthia G's channel, and I did my research. Okay, and I'm not gonna come and talk about something that I don't have the slightest idea about. I did my research, and I not just social media wise, but in terms of this woman's aspects. And that is why knowledge is so important. It's so important to understand the human psyche and the way in which some people think, the way in which people overall think. So when people, they're casting illusions, they're being narcissistic, and they're trying to project an image of themselves that is not real. You understand what I'm trying to say? Um so she was with this man. He left her because, honestly, he really did leave her because he wanted a family. She's not focused on, she does not care about family. Her focus is on herself and her image and being a celebrity, getting a lot of attention. She's obsessed with attention. Okay, she's got that Jupiter retrograde in Leo first decan. She's obsessed with attention. That's her focus. It's not on building a family. And that is why I said her and Jeezy's relationship is not going to last. She's just using him because she wants to make her ex-husband, Freddie Hartis, jealous. And that's for real, for real. I mean, think about it. You've been married to a man who's been faithful to you for years, who really wanted to have children with you. And when a Caucasian man, let me just specify, because I'm not racist, okay, but it's a part of the black male pathology. It's just something the black men commonly do. The moment they get with you, they just quickly want to knock you up. And that's just give Cynthia G a listen, okay? But I've noticed with Caucasian men, okay, whether or not they want to use you, they're not in that much of a rush to knock women up. It's just their frequencies in terms of the community they're from. Their ethnic karma, their ethnic frequencies, Libra, Aquarius, that's just them. Okay? They tend to think before they do things, such as procreation. They think before they procreate more so than black men. Okay? And I'm not saying everybody. Okay? I'm talking about the majority, and we know the majority rules. Now, this man wanted to procreate with her, and she did not. And so he moved on, and she's upset. He moved on. He started his his own little family, the family he's always wanted, and she's jealous. With that black moon Lilith in Leo, she knows the pathology of black men, as do most biracial women and non-black women. Because black men, they expose themselves, they expose their hands. They're so predictable. Okay? And talking about the self-hating and all of that, and being so reckless and careless, and knocking up every woman you lay eyes on, especially if it is a non-black woman who shows the slightest interest in you. And she's just playing with him. She's just using him. And mark my words, they're not gonna last. And if she does go through with the pregnancy, the truth is she's gonna be a single mother, because they're not gonna last. And the truth is, she might even abort that child, because the truth is, she doesn't really want to have a child. She only went ahead, got married to Jeezy, got pregnant for him. Sela, you heard that car honk? Yeah, Sela, because she wanted to hurt her husband. The message is that she's trying to convey, look how quick I got knocked up by another man. She's trying to make him feel like he was the problem and not her. She's trying to make it seem as though he wasn't worthy of she conceiving for him or she procreating with him. And that's why she allowed herself to get knocked up so quick. I'm going to say allow, because like she has free will. Because if she didn't, she would have conceived for Freddie, with Freddie, procreated with him years ago. But, that is the prime characteristic of a narcissist. When you leave a narcissist, that's the kind of shit they do. They try to reverse the roles, so you seemingly take on theirs and they take on yours. So he moved on, he's happy, he's living his life, she's obsessed, she just cannot get him out of her mouth. I mean, Freddie's wife had to, pretty much speak out on her jabs at his reputation and his family, of her constantly speaking against his reputation, okay, trying to belittle him to make him seem as though he's a gold digger or he's some attention whore, when she is the attention whore. Everything she does is for clout and attention. And so she's trying to make this man who has moved on with his life. I don't like people who are like that. I've come across people like that. And then they go and they suddenly get married and they suddenly knock up the person or get knocked up by the person they seemingly move on with. Now she's trying to make it seem as though she wasn't the problem. He was. She didn't seem worthy to procreate with. Oh, but a black rapper is worthy enough. One who's got many baby mamas. He don't love his children. A part of loving your children is ensuring there's a secure, structured family home for your children. And what men, specifically, I'm talking black men, they don't understand. They claim to love their children, but the truth is, a part of loving your children is loving your children's mothers. Okay? And so knocking up these women and abandoning them, discrediting them, belittling them, is you indirectly saying you don't love your children, Sila. So you think, 333, you think that you won because, okay, you got away, you're free to do whatever you want, because you take jabs at the woman's reputation as to why you are so unfaithful and untrustworthy and disloyal and a cheat and irresponsible. But in doing that, you discredit your own self of being incapable of making conscious decisions. Why does he have so many baby mamas? And you're telling me that you see a man who has so many baby mamas more worthy of you procreating with than a man who genuinely and authentically values family. You're a dumb bitch. A stupid, dumb, cunt bitch. That's who you are. And I'm not going to take that back. That is so true. And it's so absurd that people, they can't see this too. Of all the men you got married to a thug, who's also a hoe, a whore. Because people, they fail to understand that men are whores too. Men can be whores too. He's a hoe. And he doesn't value the family. But you saw him more worthy to start a family with, to create a family with. That is not gonna last. I'm telling you, it's not gonna last. And for all of you out there attacking Freddie Hartis, go and get a life. Because he has his life. He's moved on. He's living his best life. I authentically believe that. This is a man based on his natal chart. He loves family. He could care less about Jeannie Mai and Jeezy because he knows they're not gonna last. He sees what she's doing. That's why he considers her trash. Because if you are gonna get up and you're gonna disrespect and dishonor your body in such a way to get knocked up by a man who does not value himself or family, you're trash. He sees that she's trash. He knows that she's trash. That's why he said that. He ain't biting bricks because some other man took his trash. No, because that man who took his trash is also trash. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings here, but I'm just trying to put into your psyche, your subconscious, to think about shit before you believe shit and you allow yourself to be consumed by shit. Because that's what the media, they do. They do it for clout, they do it for attention. That's how they make their money. Hell, that's how Jeannie Mai makes her money. Because if she's no longer relevant, nobody wants to watch The View anymore. All of this is just for her reputation. But at the end of the day, she's going about thing the wrong way. And she's gonna regret it. She's gonna regret it. She's got Mars in Capricorn second deacon. That's how she attacks. She attacks people's reputation and their family. Because she feels hurt. She feels like, you know, she feels like her reputation took a jab because he left her. That's how it goes. Doesn't matter who filed for divorce. He left her because he wanted a family. And he was not going to put his desires or dreams on the back burner or on pause, okay, to so that she can suffice her selfish desires of being so obsessed about her reputation and her ego. So her ego was pretty bruised, okay, and she went and she did something very selfish and manipulative. She kept taking jabs at Freddie Hartis's reputation and his family because she was just she hasn't healed. She wasn't healed. And when you do things out of spite, there is great karma to suffer for that. Did they even, get STD tests done? Because like you're with a man who's got several baby mamas. Do you even know if he's got some STD or something? I've been telling people that STDs are spreading rampantly throughout the music industry, locally and internationally. And a lot of celebrities are gonna suddenly die, but this is because they got AIDS, unbeknownst to a lot of people. You think they're smart, a lot of them aren't. They're not that smart. Money doesn't make you smart. And not because you got money means you're smart. You got stupid people who got money. It's so crazy how some people they think. A lot of people who went off and they got married, after leaving their spouses and whatnot, or a divorce or whatnot, and suddenly just jumped into new relationships. A lot of these people are gonna be getting quick and sudden divorces, and a lot of these people they went and got knocked up out on a whim. You know, a lot of them went and got people knocked up out on a whim. All of that is going to cascade, and there's going to be a lot of chaos, a lot of pain and sorrow, because big grown ass old shriveled up people are acting like 501s, fucking immature kids. It's horrible, I'm telling you. And she's just using GZ. You know what I realize, a lot of these celebrity women they're doing, they're getting with these bad boys, because a lot of these women, let me just tell you, women, y'all tend to be manipulative as fuck sometimes. You get with a lot of these men so they can do your dirty work for you, beat up that ex for you, kill that ex for you. Are you for real, for real? Beat up your ex's lover or spouse, beat up your ex's wife. Are you for real, for real? Beat up that bitch who thinks she's so tough and be talking slick. Are you for real, for real? She's just using Jeezy. And I already predicted that in the Liberator 2222. Okay? A lot of shit's gonna happen during this Mercury retrograde starting September 27. Because a lot of people, they haven't moved on from their ex-husbands, their ex-wives, their ex-lovers. They haven't. And they get with other people, fake pretending to move on. But the Mercury retrograde is going to expose all of that. All of that shit. And you're going to see a lot of shit coming out. A lot of shit coming out. I have a second video to do, in regards to Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. I have a second video because there's some more information that came out, that came to me. I received more downloads in regards to some aspects here. I'm not going to talk about them in this video. I'm going to do that in a different recording. But, yeah. But I'm telling you, if SKYY, if she has this child, she's going to be a single mother. If she has this child, she's going to gain a lot of weight. Okay? She's going to lose her, her figure. She's going to gain a lot of weight. Yeah. So, spite does produce the worst form of karma, the worst karma, I should say. Yeah, it does. When you're being spiteful, because her aspects, the truth is, she does not. She loves her reputation. She loves her job. That's what she's fixed on. She does not love being pregnant. She hates being a mother. That's something that she doesn't want. That's something for her. She's very much concerned about her image and her form, her reputation. And she, deep inside of her psychosis, she does fear, pregnancy and losing her form. She does fear getting older. People fears getting older. A lot of times they don't want to procreate. There are reasons why they may procreate. I'm not going to talk about that right now, but if all was well with them and they had all that they desired, like money, comfortability, they would not conceive. So you get what I mean, why some of these people, they actually do procreate. It's all for clout, for money, for, to just manipulate people. But the truth is, having a child reminds you of your age reminds you that you're getting older, because as that child gets older, you realize that you too are getting older. And she has that insecurity. She's very, very much obsessed with her reputation and, her her job. She's not the type to settle down and, into being a mom. I'm telling you that. And because of that, people with them aspects, pregnancy is just really not favorable for them. Some of these people, they die during childbirth. Some of these people, they lose their beauty due to, pregnancy and childbirth. And it's just pretty much your aspects, because however you perceive pregnancy and childbirth, that is how it's gonna, affect you. So if you have negative feelings towards pregnancy and childbirth, it's just gonna pretty much be negative towards you, or it's gonna really, cause adverse effects, or affect you negatively, because of it's just pretty much the energies that you exude coming back at you. So you give something good energies in terms of how you treat it and what you think of it, and you pretty much get the same energies. Now, some people, some women, they'll never feel good about pregnancy or childbirth, because that's just not in their psyche. Their concerns and their focus is on different things. And that's SKYY. So, I'm just like done there. But she's a manipulator. She's very manipulative. Okay? And if you don't want Freddie Harties, if you don't want people to say bad about you, don't talk shit about people. You can't be talking shit about people and you expect people to just keep their lips closed. They're entitled to say, what they want to say and to express their feelings. Just as you are free to express your feelings, they're also free to express theirs. They're not a slave to you. Stop being so narcissistic and bitchy. You don't want him to, have negative shit to say in regards to your pregnancy or your marriage. Just forget about him and move on with your life. You just want him to talk about you so badly. That's why you keep talking about him. And I wish people would see this plot, because I don't know why it is that I'm the one who, sees through bullshit. Well, Cynthia, she does also see through the bullshit, the BS. Because, like, come on, people. What are the odds? You just got, your ex remarried, your ex remarried. He has his family now, the family he's always wanted. He's got, he's got a child now, and I'm not sure if his wife is or his fiance. I'm not sure if they're married. I'm not sure if, she's pregnant again. But what are the odds that you suddenly getting married and, getting knocked up? Like, just like that. Bitch, please. You ain't fooling anybody who's got sense. You're just fooling stupid people. You has no reasoning. has no reasonabilities. It's so obvious what is, happening here. So I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I'm gonna come back and talk about. I said I wanted to, there's more that I have to say in regards to Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. Yeah. Let me stay.